Okay, Blair, so it's been a month or so since you were made captain. How have you found it?
Yeah, it's been good, to be fair. Added responsibility, but to be fair, it's been good. You know, and obviously the old cliche you say we're all captains, but I think it's been good. We've got a good group of boys, and I think it's been pretty easy for anyone that would have been captain on our team at the moment. I think we all want to go in the right direction. We all want to go up. We all want to get wins and get results. So I think it's helped.
Is there anything you've changed sort of within yourself since you were made captain?
Nah, not really. I would say the only thing is probably to get ready a bit quicker than usual because I have to go see the ref at 2 o'clock. But other than that, it's been pretty much the same for me. Everything that I do, the things that I do before the game, it's pretty much the same. Yeah.
Do you think you thrive on that responsibility now?
Yeah, you'd say it's added responsibility. I think every player obviously wants to contribute as much as they can to the team, and hopefully I'm doing that by my performances on the pitch. And where I can help some of the boys that are not playing or whatever it may be, like little things. But like I said, I think everyone's on the same page here, and it's pretty much easy. Yeah.
You touched on it there. I suppose one part of it is you almost have to look at, rather than just worrying about what you're doing, you're worrying what other people are doing and making sure they're right as well.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's a team sport at the end of the day. So of course, if one person's having a good game, that's great. But we need everyone to be on the same page. And I think since the gaffer's come in, he's tried to do that. He's made it pretty clear the job he wants everyone to do in and out of position, and it's been a pleasure to work with, really, and hopefully we can just keep getting the rewards with the performances and results on the pitch, and hopefully we can push on from there.
At half time last week, I think it might just sort of go down as sort of this mystic moment. Were you involved in what allegedly went on?
Yeah, to be fair, the boys know that I'm not a shouter, so in terms of, I'll say my little piece, but I'm not really a shouter. But obviously the boys, there was a few disagreements because, let's make it right, we wasn't good enough. We knew that it was a big game, and we was letting everyone down, really. So we knew that we had to have a reaction, kind of thing. And thankfully it helped. It's probably sometimes it's what you need. Sometimes, you know, to people to ruffle a few feathers and have some strong words. And to be fair, it worked and paid dividends by our result in the second half, and the way we come out, getting a goal so early, gave us a massive platform to push on in the game and hopefully get the win.
Since you've been captain, I think there's still been more sort of changes to the squad. Is that something that you have to think about in terms of when players come in, welcoming them and sort of getting them into the group?
Yeah, to be fair, like I said, like it's one of them things where obviously we know that the squad is quite small at the end of the day, so we know there's going to be people coming in, and the way football is, there's going to be people going out. One of the things you learn to live with. I've been in many change rooms where it's happened, but thankfully the boys that have come in have been great. They've come in and they've responded to everyone quite well, got on with everyone quite well, and the set of lads that we do have is pretty easy to mingle, and you can see that we're getting that relationship off the pitch as well as on the pitch, and ultimately it's going to help on the pitch.
So it seems like that now. There seems to be a really good atmosphere and sort of a good bond between the players.
Yeah, definitely. I'll say that. I think even at the beginning, when we maybe wasn't getting the results that we maybe deserved, or from our performances, I would say that we still kept belief, and we knew that kind of we would turn it around. And now we've gone on the back of, say, 2 wins and a draw. We can hopefully push on from there and just keep looking upwards now and just keep getting as much points as we can up until the new year.
And for you personally, is this the best vein of form you've had?
I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say. Not just by the goals, but I think my performances have been well. I think obviously, like, I always look at my performances after games and see what I can do better. If everyone says I played well, I still look and I know that there's still I can do so much more. So I think when I look at it, analyse my games, I would say that things are coming together, but there's still a lot more things to be better at, I would say.
There's been a lot of good moments. Is there any one that sticks out in the memory for you?
Well, obviously for me it was a difficult one because when the new gaffer come in, obviously I was suspended, and I was just really chomping at the bit to get back, and I come back against Braintree, and luckily we scored the goal last minute. That was a great highlight because obviously we needed a win at the same time. But no, that was a great moment for me personally and for the team because we got the 3 points. But then when you look more recently, you look at the win last week, the fact that we come back from 1-0 to get to win the game 2-1 and see it out in the way we did. I think it was a great effort from everyone, and you can see the fans at the end. You know, the relationship that we have with the fans. like it was just a great day, definitely.
So we've just seen you indoors with the management doing the video analysis ahead of tomorrow's game. What sort of challenges will Wrexham pose tomorrow?
Well, we know obviously the league doesn't lie. You know what I mean? They're top of the league for a reason. So we can't take it lightly. Obviously, we know that they're going into the game with good form. So we know it's going to be a hard game. And at the end of the day, they're at one side of the table and we're at kind of the other side. So we know that we've got a lot to do. But everyone's optimistic. Everyone knows that if we stick to what we have in our dressing room, what we stick to the plan that our manager set out for us, I think we know that we can hopefully cause an upset. And there is a lot of pressure on them because obviously they're unbeaten in some sense, and we know that we're underdogs, but we've got to thrive off that, and that's football. And we know that if we do what we can do and we play how we've been playing, we can get a result.